Hey chaps, okay, I'm back with another review for HobbyLink Japan, and this time I'm taking a look at something a bit different. Well, something different than you've seen me building on the site lately. This time I'm having a look at a motorbike. It's the Honda RC166 from Tamiya. Looks like a nice kit. Looking forward to having a build at it. Haven't built a motorcycle in over, must be 10 years at least. So let's have a look inside the box, see what the parts are like. Okay, so on opening the box you can see Tamiya's usual layout, advertisement for other bikes around the inside of the box, instruction leaflets, and a nice box full of parts, all well laid out, and parts kept in protective boxes, bags. And we'll just move this out of the way so we can have a look at the parts. So we'll start off with the first white sprue, which holds all the bodywork, or most of the bodywork. You can see the tank split in two halves, the seat unit, fairing parts, and the front mudguard, which is moulded in two halves lengthwise. Not sure why Tamiya done this, but it means it's going to have to be a seam filled right up the middle of the mudguard, and it'll have to be well done so it doesn't show. The next sprue out we have, it contains the drum brakes and the sprockets and drive chain and parts for the forks. It's all nicely detailed, including the linkages for the brakes. I don't know if you can see the chain detail there, but it's all nicely done. We'll move on to the wheels. The wheels come in two chrome sprues. They're not bright chrome, they're more aluminium finish. You can see here that the spokes and hubs are moulded separately from the rims. It should go together okay, but careful use of glue on these, I would say. Then we have a sprue. This is like a rubbery sprue, which contains the seat and some pipe work and the grips. Nicely done seat. The biggest sprue in the kit. This contains the frame and the swing arm and all the exhaust pipe parts, and also includes the paddock stand. Frame's well moulded, comes in two halves. It should go together nicely. This is made out of ABS plastic, so there's a bit of give in the frame, so you can get the engine into it easy. And the last big sprue, this contains all the engine parts and carburetor parts. As you can see, the cylinders and the heads are made up in separate parts, which is a nice touch. Also, the cylinder head, you can see that the detail is actually on the inside of the head. The valve heads are actually moulded in there too. So if you want to build a kit with the head off the bike, you can do so, but you'll need to put the heads of the pistons in there obviously. But it'll make a nice scene for a workshop scene with the head off and the bike getting worked on. And next up, I don't want to take a lot of these out of the bags because there's a lot of small bits and pieces in here. But as you can see, with all Tamiya bikes you get a tiny screwdriver. The front and back tyres are moulded in solid rubber, nicely detailed and proper period tread on them. You get two types of pipe. There's black for all your cables and your spark plug leads, and then there's the clear ones for various pipes around the bike. A little bag containing the springs and parts for suspension. You can see in this bag now just how tiny some of the parts are. That's why I don't want to take them out of the bag. You see the size of some of them nuts and screws against my finger. And finally just a few poly caps. fairing for the bike comes in a separate bag so it doesn't get scratched. Again, it's nicely moulded and well detailed, and it's nice that they made it one piece, a few parts to fit just around the front. But this is the way it was done on the real bike as well. So the fairing screen, which I'm not taking out of the bag at the moment for obvious reasons, it's very clear and well finely moulded. Should look well on the fairing. The final bag contains the decals and some edge parts. There's one etch sheet. The etch sheet contains the deduce fasteners for the fairing. There's a strap for the tank. These parts at the bottom here, they're the chain adjusters, and a few other little bits and parts for the engine there. And the last part in this bag, these are actually the screw heads that hold the screen to the fairing. Tiny, as you can see, but these all go around the edge of the fairing and represent the screws that hold the screen in place. And last but not least, in the box we'll have the decal sheet. You can make, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 different bikes you can make there. They're nicely printed and laid out. Should have no bother with these. And the one thing I nearly forgot about, instructions. Now you also get a nice colour guide, and you get a lot of photographs from the original bike, which is handy for the painting sequence. Talking of painting sequence, there's a full colour guide on the other side of that, and if you open that up, you also have a lot of information containing stuff about the bike and Mike Hillwood's wins in 1966 on the bike. The instruction sheet itself comes in nice booklet form, always well laid out, as with all Tamiya instructions. Tamiya has included a sheet for a correction here. They've obviously got something wrong in the instructions as regards putting the wheels together and putting a few engine parts together, so don't miss out on that if you're building the kit. That'll be very important, especially with the wheels. So there you have it. That is the Honda RC166. Lovely looking bike. I love the old race bikes, and I'm looking forward to having a go at this one. So there you have it. That's the Tamiya Honda RC166. It looks like a great kit, and I'm looking forward to having a bit of fun with it. I'd like to thank Hobbylink Japan for sending the review kit, and Scale Model Addict for giving me the chance to have a build at it. And I'll see you on the boards. Thanks for looking at it.